Welcome to Wildebeest Garage.
Alright, you guys, Wildebeest Garage here working on the 64 Progress. Well, I don't know if you guys have seen the other ones, but we pretty much cut this out. Everything like that, got all the rust out. There is a little bit of rust. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do right over here, but we'll get there when we get there. So here we go, let's get started. This is what I got going on. So I took this made this little template right here. It's gonna feel like that. And then we got this piece right down here. It's gonna sit inside here. Like that. Obviously we'll make it a little bit better, but let's just get started. So we're gonna fit this piece in right where it needs to be, and then we'll clamp it down. It looks about right there. Then we'll take this, jack that up. Right to where the lines match. That's about it right there. Okay, so we're gonna line up these lines. We'll put a couple tack welds on, move it around. Exactly where we want to put it. So protect them if you got them. Couple more tacks. Okay. Let's fill this in. Alright, so that's welded in. Let's make sure this is still where we want to put it. Looks like it needs to go down just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to be welding in these spot welds. Put a little bit more pressure on this. Body hammer. Right there. We'll do this side over here. Okay, can let go of this. And we could probably let go of this. Let's see what this does. Like I said before, I don't know what I'm doing, so this is all trial and error. Put that off to the side. Looks like it's holding pretty good. And this piece right here, we're gonna clamp this down. Like that. Actually, let's clamp this down up on the top right here. Show you what I'm doing. So I've already got these spot welds from the previous part. Now this piece right here is part of the structure. It's not part of this. So you know how I was telling you that I put my hand through here. I'm gonna wait to see what you guys feel, what you guys think is a good compromise for this. Mr. Olson has a bead wall roller, so I was thinking about when he comes back, I'll cut that down and I'll bead roll my own piece in there. Kind of give it some kind of rigidity or strength, however you guys want to look at it. So at this moment, Mr. Olson's not into town, so we're just going to forget about this for right now. There's plenty of other work that I could be doing besides waiting for Mr. Olson. So let's spot weld these. Okay, now I'm going to take these clamps, I'm going to move them over here, this side. Try to squeeze this down. And then we're just going to keep going. I'm going to fill all this in, weld all that up, and then we'll make this piece. And I'll show you guys how to do that. Oh, that didn't go through all the way. Okay, let's try that again. Lamp. Yeah, that definitely got her that time. Now this is where the hole is for the fender adjustment. It looks like I totally missed on this, where this is gonna be. So we can go ahead and drill a hole, put our pliers on. Actually, let's put our pliers a little bit closer to it. That should hold it. And then we'll finish her off. like that. And then I'll go through and cut this down, trim it off. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, I mean, really that's all we can do is just keep going. So we'll start spot welding that. We'll probably let's bring these down. That. And we'll just work our way up like we did the other side. What is going on there? So we'll flap tack that down. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that was weird. See if it'll work now. Okay, I'm gonna just clean this up right here and right here, so we can start putting in these other pieces. Try to make something of this rust repair. Alright, so after getting all that cleaned up, this was the piece that we cut out of it. You can tell it was pretty much done for. So let me show you what we're gonna do. You're gonna want to take this cardboard. Like I've said before, I'm cheap, but you know what? It works. And why pay for something that you've already paid for? And as far as I'm concerned, I paid for this. So there's no point in going out and buying other stuff when you've got it right here in your own household. So we're going to start off with this. We're obviously going to use this as a template, that's why I kept it. So we know it's got to sit somewhere in like there. So we're just going to whittle this down and trace it and everything like that until we get exactly what we want, how we want it. So I think for right now I'm gonna lay this over top of it. Oh, phew. Excuse me. Gonna lay it over top of it and trace it. We're gonna just start matching it up. Obviously I'm gonna cut it bigger than what it needs to be. So here we go. Let's clear a path on the concrete and do it on the floor. Why not? Alright you guys, so we're gonna pretty much do one side and then do the other. So we're gonna go about like this and like that and like that. And then here's the tricky part. Now pay attention. Watch this. See that? Like that. And we're gonna go a little swoop here, come down here. We're gonna do that. Now, we also need to keep in mind that we're gonna add about 1/4 of an inch to 15/16 of an inch so we could spot weld this to our new sheets of metal. We're gonna do that on this side, and this side. So we're gonna cut this out. We're gonna see how it looks. And if we mess up, it'd be better to mess up on this than it is a sheet of metal. Now this part right here doesn't have to be perfect, it's just got to be close. Just got to be good enough. Kind of like your wife when she married you. Good enough. Okay, so let's check it out. Let's see if it works. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think we're gonna cut a little slice of dice. Down the middle right here, so we can make this pop out. Yep, like that. I don't know if I want to make this into 2 pieces. You know what? Let's make it into 2 pieces. I know. Bend my arm. Talk me into it. So obviously, this is going to be this piece right here. Like that. So, this piece, we're going to mark on this side so we can see it. I guess we can't mark it on that side because it's all black. So, we're going to put door jamb inside, and then this right here is going to go towards the rocker panel. We're going to go rocker panel, inside. Like that. If you can read that chicken scratch, good for you. Now, since we cut that, we gotta match up this side over here. This side, obviously, is gonna be the opposite. Okay. So this side will be rocker panel inside. This piece right here is going to go to the inner hinge support. Alright, let's see how these pieces match. Here's this. Not too bad. And here will be this piece right here. That's not too bad either. So we'll take this, we'll trim it down. think with this piece, we're gonna come down to about there. Go straight edge. Okay, I'll match this up with that. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I know I should have just done it this way instead of making everything so complicated. But, you know, that's how I roll. That. So if we go up about like that, and mark this. See, I told you guys I don't know what I'm doing. Definitely messed it up. But you know what? That's alright. I learned what not to do. What not to do is act so confident in front of my friends. Yeah, see? I knew what I was doing this whole time. Actually, we want to drop this down a little bit more. See, I still don't know what I'm doing. Don't have a clue. But I'm getting there. Yeah, that looks good. That's actually where I want it. See? I got this. We'll put a little bit more of a bend right here. See if that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Then I'll add, what is that? 1/4 of an inch. Now I'll add 1/4 of an inch. So grab our handy dandy marker and we'll put add 1/4. Okay. And we also need to put this where we need to put it. We're going to cut that off. So a lot of this is just trial and error. You guys don't know what you're going to get into until you just get into it. So there's that piece. That'll match up pretty good with that. See? Ta-da! Okay, our next piece is this one right here. I think I'm going to start from another piece. Let's grab this piece right here. I messed up on that piece. It's alright, I'm not afraid to admit it. I've done worse things in my life. Good thing that the stuff was getting thrown out anyways, because, you know, I'm cheap. So really, didn't spend any money besides, you know, buying the stuff inside. Penny saved is a penny earned. Okay, so let's start from there. We're gonna cut no marker. Right, cut that off right there. This might be a two-part episode, because yeah, I'm a retard and I tried to impress my friends. I know you guys aren't impressed. Well, let's see here. That'll work until it doesn't. We are actually going to go straight off of that. And we will mark this. Okay. And then we'll go underneath here and trace. And this piece right here, that sits like that. And we mark this. Okay. Mark and mark. Now let's go over to our other piece and see what kind of band we need to put in here. Alright, so this is the piece that we're going to be copying. right here. Just like that. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna trace it. Get my scissors. We're just gonna trace a line as best we can. Like that. Now we're gonna go back over there. We're gonna fit it all together. Okay, so we got this one like this. We're gonna get this one like this. Oh, forgot to cut this piece right here. I'll be back. Okay. We got that like that. This. Like that. Is that right? Let's look at the other side. That like that. We actually need to add inch and a half. So we'll change this to inch and a half on the bottom. See, this is what you do to the cardboard, because you're going to be changing things. Yeah, I like that. I definitely do. So let's go ahead, cut out some pieces, and we'll fit them all together. Alright, so after cutting those pieces, We're gonna fit this in. Okay, looks like I need to bend that. Bend it back in. Okay, I'll put this back up in. There. Looks about right. Probably have to trim this off just a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Put a little bit of a bend on it. Straighten this out. Okay. We could actually cut this piece off and butt it up against that. We're going to cut this piece off right here. Okay, let's clamp this down. clamp this down. And then we'll tack it, weld it up. Gonna keep doing this until we get it to fit where we want it. That was all over the place. Very shaky. Okay. We're going to take this off. See? And we weld down the middle of it so that we can round these edges and we're not going to take the weld off. Okay, so after welding that and shaping it, like I told you guys, after welding and shaping it, this is what the old one looked like. It's all rusted out and everything like that. Let me show you what I got now. It's not too bad. I like it. I like how that turned out with the radius. Being able to strengthen the inside plus round this off. It's not like anybody's gonna see it, but there again, it's gotta make it look good. So, if you guys like this stuff, please comment down below. Other than that, I'm gonna call this an episode, and I'm gonna continue to match all this up and get this all fitted in on the next video, so that all the pieces are gonna be let together, and all I can do is just weld it. You guys can see the progress on the 64 progress, and also see the final outcome instead of, you know, cutting and everything like that, and just kind of just matching it all together. So with that said, get out there and do something. Doesn't matter what it is. I'm also on the Instagrammer, on the Facebooker. If you guys like this stuff, make sure you follow, subscribe, and other than that, let's have a good day. Thank you for watching.
Now get out there and do something. It doesn't matter what it is. Just get out there and do something.